All right, everyone. So thank you again for being here. We're going to be going over a lot of different information tonight. It is all new information. It's great things that are coming and are already here at our company, or it is specific to our office. So here is what I want you to know first. This will be, again, recorded. This will be in our coaching blog. If you've not been on our coaching blog lately, please check out the units. There are so many different things in each unit that are being added by the day. Really, really great things going on, and that matches our outline, master outline for the company. And if you ever need any files, greatness trackers, lead trackers, 411, almost anything we talk about in this office, it's all under files. So you would go over here on this left-hand menu and click files. So you've got units and files. Those are your biggest things going on. If you ever want to know what's the last thing we've been talking about, the latest thing, just click on discussion. So that's how you use that blog. But that's not what we're here about tonight. We are here for some really exciting things in Market Leader, some really exciting things in the Facebook Ad Center, and we're going to be talking about Move Easy. All of this relates back also to the fact that there is going to be some more leads coming to you from OpCity, which is, of course, Realtor.com. That is in order to help you get higher scores and close more deals. So where does this all begin? The Facebook Ad Center. If you have not been on the Facebook Ad Center yet, please go on it soon. If every time you get a new listing, you will be getting an email like this that says, from the EXIT Ad Center, your listing is live and your ad is ready. So you're going to get an email from Market Leader telling you that all the cool different supporting materials, your flyers, your custom website for each listing, all the different things that come through Market Leader, those come there, and there's going to be an email from them. And then you're going to get an email from the EXIT Ad Center. I have been using the EXIT Ad Center on my listings and have gotten over 100 leads. I'm actually now up to 133 leads on my listings just by spending $49 at a time. That's the minimum you can do. That's for a 2-week run. And I'm getting about a 400% rate, better rate of return on this than if I'm trying to do it myself. On average, EXIT seeing a 300% higher than industry average. This is because this was a direct collaboration with Facebook. So when you have a listing, please spend the money, $49, to get it in the EXIT Ad Center and get it up on Facebook and Instagram. So how do you do that when you get a listing? And why is this important to you even if you don't have a listing? I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, on my listings, I'm advertising my listings, and I, quite frankly, do not have time to, as of today, get into, I've had 1,000 clicks. This is on my personal listings, and 133 contacts. So that's a lot, and I've only advertised 6 of my listings so far for $49 each. That is incredible. What you do with those, when you get those contacts, you obviously follow up. Then you're going to export them. So see this contact screen over here, this contacts button on the left-hand side? That is where you press contact, and you can export every single contact. So for some of you that worked to EXIT convention or played with us a little bit and then got busy and forgot to follow up with the leads or needed to warm them up again, you can export these into your Market Leader. For me, I am spending the money on my listings, but I am actually farming those out myself, which is something that I individually can do as an owner, farm those out to OpCity, and they are spitting them back out to you guys. So that is my gift to you guys, that they are doing the lead conversion that I should be doing myself, but I am spitting them back out to you guys simply because I want you guys to get some good listing leads in some great neighborhoods, and I want your scores to go up because your OpCity scores, some of you are great, some of you are not. Some of you have gotten a couple closings and it slowed down for you. I have gotten into what they call their Broker Accelerator program, which is a very high-end program for brokers that are willing to spend money. And I only do it on my listings because I don't think it's fair for me to advertise your listings and then spit those leads out to somebody else. But on my listings personally, so the stuff you see me listing, I'm spending money on ads so that you guys will get more leads. I really think that if you would work OpCity and Redfin and all these other partner companies, these aggregators I call them, you will get more deals. But here's where we're running into some people having issues. So you go on the EXIT Ad Center or you go anywhere else and you get leads. What do you do to really follow up with them? So I've created a plan in our Team Liber coaching page. We don't even need to go over that plan right now because you've already seen it. It's a 10-step plan. But what I did next was that I went to Market Leader, and I said, Market Leader, you have the ability to code leads as they come in. I would like the ability to code my leads as they come in the same manner that OpCity and Redfin and all these other programs, Zillow Broker Flex when it comes back, they all have the same basic formula. So we have now, I'm switching into my Market Leader screen, hopefully you can see it. If you've not been in the last 3 days, which you may not have been, you will see that all the contacts at the top, you now have all this rainbow at the top. If you haven't logged in, you haven't seen it. And so you could, in theory, back in the day, they had these labels that we can't get rid of, but I don't really particularly like them. Cold, warm, and hot leads and sold. Well, what does cold, warm, and hot lead mean? I don't really relate to that as much as I relate to what we kind of now know as our standard, which is I made contact. Does that sound familiar? That if for those of you guys in the Redfin Partner Agent Program, you'll recognize that. Did a CMA or a search. So think about it. When you first make contact with someone, if that lead, you haven't made contact yet, it would still be marked new, of course. If it's a lead that you've made contact with, you'd want to know that. So you'd mark that as a lead you've made contact with. Then if you've done a CMA for a seller or for a buyer, set up a search or send them home snap, that would be the next natural progression in line. So if you see as it moves across the screen here, so I'm going to try to highlight all of these here. So see as it moves across the screen, you've really got made contact, did a CMA, touring properties, which is, I think, very important for you to be tracking who you're actually looking at properties with. Did you get an active listing? So that's an active listing. That's for people that you've done the CMA on, and then, of course, you actually got a listing. And then sale pending for both buyers and sellers. And then obviously we skip over these old labels that we used to use, and we go to sold if it's sold. So what I want us to all start doing is as we use our Market Leader more and more, and as we put phone numbers and names and email addresses into our phone, if it's synced up to Market Leader, they automatically go in here under new contacts. So then what you should be doing is every time you have a new contact, you should be labeling them. And it's very, very easy to label them. Now, you'll see some of these new contacts here obviously look familiar to you because they're people that you may already know. I just never labeled them. So this person right here and all these other people on the right-hand side. So see recently active contacts. Let's click on this together. View all recently active. So as soon as this loads up, it's going to be a list of everybody that's logged into my Market Leader, everybody that's opened an email for me, everyone that I've added into my Market Leader recently, into my phone, in other words. And so let's see who that pops up here. So I just started talking to someone new this evening that is, they've been on my website. They just started to talk to me a little bit, and I would like to label them. And I need to figure out who exactly this person is. So Nicholas is a new contact of mine. He would like to start looking at property. But I reached out to him and he didn't reach out back. So I kept his status. See over here on the right-hand side, the status, I kept his status as new. That reminds me to keep following up. Well, guess who just emailed me in the last 20 minutes? Nicholas. So he is now new, not anymore. We made contact. But what do I need to do after I make contact with him? See, if you go down these statuses, it's very clear you've got these other opportunities to say, okay, I need to get a search set up for him or get him on HomeSnap. Or if it's a seller, do a CMA. Once that's done, they need to start touring properties. Once that's done, hopefully they're under contract. And then obviously if they go cold, they go cold. But our goal is to get them to sold. This is going to help you keep track of where exactly people are in every category. This doesn't replace grouping them. So, for example, this guy, I still have to group him, and he was somebody that came in off the internet. I really don't know much about him yet because we just actually did what? Make contact. So I'm going to put him in internet leads. So I'm going to group him so he gets my newsletter and all the other stuff that I have for my groups. But in addition, now I've got him labeled. So I know, and I'm going to go back to my main screen now. I know that I need to continue to work with him to get him to the next transition over. So if you start using this properly, you and I can sit here when we're coaching together and I can say, well, how many people are you talking to? How many people are you touring properties with? How many listings do you have? How many deals do you have pending? See how powerful this could be for us to track beyond simply opening up 20 different screens with an Opcity and Redfin and your phone and the MLS. This will be your master project to continue to work and clean this up. So obviously we just got this new tool in, the coding tool. So I really still need to work on all of my people, but I'm going to commit to doing this so that I can sit there and say, okay, I've got these 4 people I made contact with. I don't have them on a search yet. Why not? I need to go back and figure out what exactly they need in order to get on a search or do a CMA. I need to figure out what is next in line with these people to get these people motivated to start working with me, okay? So Ruben, for example, by the way, Ruben was an Opcity lead, so I've already grouped him, but I need to know now, I'm actually doing what? I'm touring properties with him. So I just changed that. And so when I say I have nothing to do for the weekends, guess what? I need to go back in and figure out, well, of all the people that I'm working with, these people that are touring properties, why am I not showing them properties this weekend? This is a fantastic way to fill up your greatness tracker, is to be talking to these people that are in these beginning level codes. So these 2 people that are touring property, again, this is just since we got this set up over the weekend, I'm starting to move people slowly into the correct categories. I know that Ruben looked with me at property on Saturday. I need to get him back out this week. And then also Todd. I looked at property with Todd last week. I need to be back out with Todd again. So this is an example of how you can sit here and even especially if you have an assistant or a team, you can really color code things and watch them through the different color codes in the transaction process to figure out who you need to talk to when and get everybody moving and get them moving through this pipeline. So we talk about pipelines a lot, but we've never had a tool before to show you what exactly you do visually to demonstrate that pipeline. So I'm committed to do this. I hope you will commit to do this with me right in your market leader. And yes, it works on the mobile app as well. So we talked about that. That is our big update to market leader. Let's jump into the Facebook Ad Center, though, because I am so excited about what's going on in the Facebook Ad Center, the level of the volume of leads. Obviously, you still got to convert them. You've got to go through the whole process of following up by email, phone, text, the same way that we do with all our other leads to get them from new to made contacts to getting them set up on a search to touring, and then obviously hopefully getting them under contract, eventually jump them over to sold, all right? So how do we do that? So we go into EXIT in EXITRealty.com, and it also works great on the mobile app. Everything we're talking about tonight is mobile optimized. So don't tell me if you are at a gas station or a doctor's appointment or waiting for the kids to get out of school that you cannot do some of this, okay? So what do I want to do? I want to go in here and I want to go into the EXIT Ad Center. So you click on the EXIT Ad Center, and it's going to open up in a new box. I'm going to have one extra screen than you because I can look at other people's listings, but beyond that, it's going to look almost identical. So if you're in multiple offices, make sure you're in the right office if you're dual licensed. I'm, of course, in the right office. Now, and what do I want to do? I want to generate leads. So there's a way to generate traffic, but I don't like those ads because this is not just about visibility. We're going to talk about visibility and another tool in a little bit. We're going to talk about visibility and another tool in a little bit. But I want leads. So I'm going to only use the listing ads to generate leads, okay? So you're going to click that to get started. And all you're going to do from there is you're going to choose your blueprint. I like the single image listing ads. So that's going to be one image. That's probably normally the front of the property. And then you just choose your listings. So choose your blueprint, and I'm just going to show you what the different options are quickly. So you've got multiple listing carousel ads. And again, I really don't like those. I want to generate leads. single image listing ads to generate leads, okay? So that's going to be my template. And then I'm going to add my listing. So I'm going to choose a listing to advertise, okay? So this is everybody's listings. So again, I'm not going to go into everybody's. I'm just going to go into mine. I'm going to choose agent name. You don't have to do this. It knows it's just you, so it makes it a lot easier for you guys. You guys missed this little annoying screen that I have to deal with. And it does tell you in here, all of this is preloaded the minute it hits the MLS. I shouldn't say the minute, within a couple minutes of it hitting the MLS, okay? And so let's see a listing of mine that is new or is struggling right now. It's great for all kinds of listings because it doesn't show the market time. People are going to see these and not know the market time on them, okay? So I've got this new listing that already went under contract on Erie Street in Oak Park. That one I don't need to do anything on because it's already under contract. I recommend only doing these on listings that are active. So I've got a brand new listing. Just put this on the market yesterday. Perfect for this. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to click Done. See how easy that is? So then it's going to have a little preview over here on the right. And it's going to say, do you want to link it to a Facebook page? Now, this is not your personal page. This will be your business page. I do have a business page. If you do not, you don't even have to worry about it because guess what? They have one called EXIT Realty, the Agent Experience. So it runs through that if you don't have a Facebook page, a business page. I do have one, so I'm going to keep that on that. You can link other pages to it. You can only select one at a time, but you can link a page if you create one later. Okay? Now, your description, anything like that, that description is already there. I'm perfectly happy with what's already on this that they've automatically done for you. And then there's your headline. They've got the headline for you there. And if you want to check anything or change anything about that, you can absolutely do that. The description right here is going to be that is, in my opinion, I call that your headline. Okay? So I'm going to put, and this is a beautiful bungalow, beautifully rehabbed bungalow with gorgeous yard only, $349,000. Now, you could maybe not even put the price up there if you wanted to get more leads. So you could just put a small, simple headline, okay? You've got all the description, everything is preloaded, all kinds of information, and then you're going to click Next. And again, you can choose a different window on that. And then you're going to choose your payment method, which if you don't have it preloaded, it will ask you for that information. And then you're going to just reconfirm all the information here, and you're going to literally click Next, and it's going to check you out. The only little secret I will tell you in addition is it says $99 what's preloaded. Now you can spend hundreds of dollars. I don't recommend that. The daily spend, I go all the way down. It will let you spend $3.50 a day. Guys, if you tell me you can't afford this, just drive past that Starbucks and bring your lunch. Promise you can afford this. $49 for a 2-week ad. That is $3.50 a day. And, again, look at how many listings I've got, buyer leads I've gotten off of this. If you go under contacts, how many have I gotten? I'm going to discard those changes because that is the end of showing you how to do that. Look at all these different leads. Look at this just today and yesterday. And I'm getting, because I picked out the Generate Leads feature, I've got their name, I've got their email, I've got their phone number. Look at all this stuff, guys. This is incredible. This is today, yesterday, Sunday, Saturday. And again, what does this say right over here? Export as CSV. Which means I can do what? Put them right into my market leader. And I've got a whole category for them, a group I've called Internet Leads. So as they come in, I'm going to mark them, and I'm going to be excited about them and start cultivating those leads. I'm going to convert those leads, okay? So that is our big thing with the Facebook Ad Center. That's how I'm getting a ton of new leads right now. Again, I'm sending my leads over to OpCity. They're going to spit it back out to you guys because I would like you guys to get a better score. That is my gift to you tonight. Here is your gift to your sellers when you are a seller's agent. Use AdWorks. So in EXIT, we have a wonderful relationship and discount with AdWorks. What is AdWorks? AdWorks is where you are spitting the content out, not to social media, but to major websites such as CNN, ESPN, Fox News, all the big ones. And it is out there, and then it spits a report back out to your sellers. It is also preloaded. It's done very well, and all the work is done by them. So all you do is you go into the EXIT site, just like we did before, go into Exitize Me, and it is also what? Mobile optimized, so you can do this from the EXIT app. This is so easy, guys. And same way with, of course, EXIT presentations, which I hope you're now using, those digital, beautiful presentations. So if you click on AdWorks, I've already done it. It opens up in a new window, and you can just sit there and enjoy all the different things that they do. They even can make you TV commercials, which I think is a little crazy at this point. But all I want to do right now is I want to do ads for my listings. So you sit there, and all you click on is New Campaign. You can also add for your sphere. You can upload your sphere. If you've got a CSV file you want to upload there. I don't necessarily do that today. Ads by zip code if you want to do something. I've not really done too much with that because, again, this is not quite the amazing lead capture that the EXIT Facebook Ad Center is, but your clients love the ads for their listings, and here's why. You will sit there and see all the different, I'm going to type in Addison. There we go. You will see all the different beautiful things they do in the reports where they sit there and they say, these are the sites that your wonderful EXIT Realty agent had your property on, okay? It's going to ask you to review your master ad. You can change out. I'd recommend obviously look and make sure that the office phone number is not on there, which it is right now. You want to change that and get it to your phone number. You've got to add a picture of your listing, which requires 5 seconds to upload it. That is it. And then you click on next for your ad size, and you click on how much you want to spend, and it is done. You will get some leads and inquiries off this, but not as many. I would recommend if you're looking for leads for yourself, you start with the EXIT Ad Center. If you want to make your client happy, you spend some money on the AdWorks ads. So this is you can do a combination of both. You can do a combination of both. You want to make your client happy, you want to get some leads. These are the two big tools I wanted to show you. And again, AdWorks is now right on your EXIT Connect app as well. What else? We have some really cool things going on with Move Easy. That's our Move Concierge. As of this coming weekend, Move Easy, our Move Concierge, will also have an app. So you guys, I think, hopefully already know that every time you put a new client into Dotloop, you can automatically get them connected to the Move Concierge, right? Okay, you don't know that yet maybe? Let me show you how to do it. I'm going to give you an example. I have a new, two new properties under contract, okay? 725 year. I just mentioned that one to you guys. So guess what? I'm going to give that in, you can do this from your mobile app, of course, from Dotloop. You can say what it is. So this was a listing for sale. And then once that is done, what you're going to put the status. And the status is what? Under contract. Whether it's a buyer or a seller, the minute they are under contract, that triggers within 24 hours the nice people at the Move Concierge to reach out and contact your buyer or seller to say, hey, we are here from Nick at EXIT Realty, or your name, of course, at EXIT Realty. We're here from your wonderful EXIT Realty agent. We are the free Move Concierge. We're going to help you switch your utilities. We can help you find movers, contractors, all that good stuff. Yes, I just said contractors. So for those of you guys emailing all the time to the office, I need a good contractor, a roofer, an electrician, let Move Easy do the work for you. They're vetting these people. They're making the calls for your clients. It's amazing. So I showed you how to do that on that one particular property. So watch this. Sacramento, this is a buyer, okay? So I'm going to put this as a purchase. And the same deal. Buyer, he is now under contract. So that's going to trigger Move Easy to go ahead and get these people in contact and connection so they can start helping them for free. So that is all you do in Dotloop. But there's more coming to Move Easy. As of this weekend, Move Easy will have an app. What's exciting about that? You can invite people on the go. I really want you to focus on, so we've talked so far today about client lead generation through Facebook ads. We've talked about lead conversion by tracking Better and Market Leader. And we're going to finally talk about lead retention and actually client retention for future referrals. I want you, as of the day this app comes out, so Move Easy, their Moving Concierge app is coming out over the weekend. I want you to be able to then turn around and every time you think of a past client. So, for example, you go back in and when you finally cleaned up your database and you've got all your past people in the right label and the right groups, everybody that's sold should get an invitation to Move Easy, to our Move Concierge. And it's going to be so easy to do it right from the app. It's okay. It's not that hard to do it right now from the website. But I know you guys aren't sitting on the internet at a desktop all day. So this past client, Erin, she needs an invite to the Move Concierge. So right now you've got to go into Move Easy and you've got to say, invite my client, and then you've got to fill out the information for the client, and it's a little clunky. It's going to be a lot easier for you to do this as of the day the app comes out. But you can even start doing this now. This is going to help you because a lot of you are already using the Move Concierge for existing current clients as they're moving, as you're thinking moving. This service is so much more. It's helping them find contractors, find different people that you right now sometimes get the call, and quite frankly should get the call because you should be available for service after the sale. So please, please, please start inviting your past clients. Make sure all your past clients are correctly labeled in Market Leader. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? This is going to be my final thing to show you before I take questions. So when you get into Market Leader and you go into your contacts, I'm going to show you how I manage my groups. I've got a couple extra groups because, of course, I manage the office, so I talk to you guys. I have the title company, so I'm trying to track attorneys right now. But a lot of us should have some of the same things. You've got your Google contacts, so that's a master group that's going to be there forever. I've got a lot of people, almost too many people in my Google contacts. That number's actually grown quite a bit recently. I've got to get some of those people out of there and clean it up. I got a lot of internet leads. I've got MLS clients. MLS clients is everybody that I've uploaded from Connect MLS, your local MLS. You can upload everybody that you ever set up a CMA or done a search for. I need to separate out those people from MLS clients into also past clients because those past clients, I should be able to, at a touch of a button, and of course I don't have 6, I've got 400 and something now. I want to be able to touch that and say, these are my VIPs, these are my past clients that already know and trust me. I want to make sure that they get the Move Concierge. I want to make sure that I have the first pass on Cubs tickets, other invites, the office event invites we do, all that cool stuff. If you don't have these people separated out, you're stuck only e-blasting them, and I know some of you are stuck because you don't have the time to contact 866 people or 1,000 people. You've got to separate out and group your people better, and that includes myself. So use groups and then also color code people, because here's what I think you should be doing also. Of these MLS clients, of course, some of these, about 400 of them, about half of them of mine have already bought. So I need to move them out. But of the people that are in there that should stay in there, who are you actually working with right now? Have you just talked to them? Have you set them up on a search? Are you actually touring property with them? That is the first place you need to start color coding people, is the MLS clients. So those are people you know you already at least set up on a search. So get in here and tackle this quickly and start talking to people. Because, for example, some of these people here I have not set up on a search, or set up a search that I haven't been out with. There are people in here like Andrea. I've not talked to her in a while. Well, she's been on my website a year ago. I set up a search for her. I need to set up a different code for her. Brent, he should be out of there. He's actually sold. So I'm going to change him into sold, and I'm going to move him into what? A different group, because he's not an MLS client anymore. He's sold. So if I really just time blocked for this, guys, and started working on this, I could really change the game and how I work with my clients, and you could too. So we have to time block and do this. I told you to take under a half hour. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to see what questions you have now in the dialogue box, and I really, really appreciate your time tonight. Use this stuff wisely. I'm really excited about it. Okay? Thank you so much. Whoever said I love it, I will turn off the recording, but I'll stay here for questions for a couple minutes, okay?